Eight. It has hit 8 o'clock, so we are live, everybody. I was just talking to Cyrano, and apparently Cyrano doesn't sleep. Because he doesn't sleep, because it's something that happens as you get older. Which, that doesn't sound true. I think you would actually sleep more than you're older, so I'm not actually sure what he's trying to relay here to me. But we're here, so we're going to be doing some battles in just a moment or two once I make sure everything is all good. Because it seems like everything is all good. Let's get... Oh, I'm already connected to the internet. Let's go Poke Portal. And let's do... Link Battle. Hi, Cherry. Alright, let's make the link code 33363175. And we'll set a double battle. Hi, Lex. I heard battle thumb here. Someone else gotta go first. I need a little bit more time. Let's see who grabs the first spot. Floor is open now. Just keep refreshing until it grabs somebody. Uh-oh, wait, actually, I think my weather might not be so good. No, actually, that can't be weather. Oh, it's going crazy down in Charleston right now. Gotta load the game. Well, take your time, because nobody else is here right now. There's been a plane going overhead. Because I didn't check weather today, because I didn't think it was going to rain today. Playing two games at once. Same. I'm playing Pokemon Go, and I'm technically playing this game, but also not really. Ooh, the Rocket Grunt that I'm fighting has a Shadow Darmanitan, which I don't think I've ever actually seen the Shadow Darmanitan before. Ah, here we go. Alright, battle rules, official rules 1. And I don't think it matters which team I'm going to grab. So let's start out with this team. Oh, we lost each other. Alright, let's give it a try again. We're already on top of this team, which means it'll be a little bit faster this time. Okay, seems like we've got a partial Trick Room team here with Lilligant's Son, and Dondozo, and Conkeldonk. So let's try... I think we'll do Indeedee Hatterene first, and then have Tyranitar and Primarina in back. Got Tuna and Hatterene hitting the field. Okay, so my advantage here is that they can attack twice into Hatterene. But my Indeedee can Helping Hand my Hatterene. So I think I'm going to Helping Hand and get off the Expanding Force for as much damage as possible. Yawn comes out from Tuna, but we Magic Bounce it back. As Hatterene goes for Nuzzle, okay. So Indeedee is now noticeably slower. But our Helping Hand Expanding Force comes out. That picks up a KO on Dondozo. Don't know if the crit mattered there, but it might have. But it also does notable damage to Hatterene. now we've got Conkeldurr coming in. Okay. I think what I want to do is Psyshock the Conkeldurr and... This could really threaten Hatterene, but I'm okay with going for the Dazzling Gleam. Knockoff comes down to Indeedee. But we're not holding an item, so it doesn't KO us. Psyshock comes down, that does about half to Conkeldurr. As they go for Dazzling Gleam, does some damage to both of my mons. I go for Dazzling Gleam into them, and it picks up double KO. And lastly, I have Indeedee, who has the Psychic Seed. Might as well follow me to redirect and go for Mystical Fire. Alright, fair enough, they decide to concede. At least we got through a whole battle without connection errors. So let's use this team. Okay, same team as last time. I have a little bit less play into this team depending on what they lead. I think I'm going to lead Grimmsnarl Archaludon here, and then have Pelipper. And who else in back? I think Blastoise in back makes a lot of sense here. Try that and we'll see what happens. Hi Detonator Yeller, how you doing? Also, hello Camille Newman, how you doing? Okay, we're seeing Indeedee and Hisui and Lilligant lead. Indeedee's gonna get Psychic Surge. And Psychic Seed is going to activate, so... Lilligant really threatens Archaludon here. But the best thing for me would be able to be Light Screen, and then either Terra Flying with Archaludon, or just switch into Pelipper. Switching into Pelipper means that they can win the Weather War, though, and I really don't want to give them that. So I think I am going to Terra Flying. And try and get off the Body Press. No, not Regulation F. I love Regulation G. Well, we're going to be seeing pretty much a lot more of Regulation F, since Regulation H is just a dumbed-down version of Regulation F. I mean, it's really more of a Regulation A++, but... Okay, Close Combat does come out into Archaludon, and now that we resist it and have a Reflect Up, it doesn't do too much damage to us. And Lilligant gets the defense drops down as we get our defense up. Body Press comes out, and that nearly KOs Lilligant, doing a pretty good amount of damage there. As Indeedee tries to get off the Dazzling Gleam, which increases Archaludon's defense. And I think it might be worth getting up Light Screen right now, just so I have it for later. So let's get up light screen and go for body press. Reg H is fun. Reg H is going to be so fun for a reason that I'm going to upload tomorrow. Oh, we do get sleep powdered on the Grimmsnarl. So I'm glad that I set up my light screen now, because it's going to be rather difficult to set it up later. Body Press is able to KO Hisui and Lilligant. What is Indeedee going to do? Okay, Indeedee's good at Dazzling Gleam again. Okay, now we have Conkeldurr, and I can just gamble on waking up and body press. Because now that I have my screens, I really don't need Grimmsnarl for anything, I don't think. I'm new to competitive Pokemon, so why is there different regulations? The different regulations define what Pokemon you're allowed to use. So, for example, in Regulation A, you were allowed to use anything that was in the game except for the Paradox Pokemon and any kind of Legendary. But then in Regulation B, they added in that you were allowed to use Paradox Pokemon. And then in Regulation C, they added in that you were allowed to use any Legendary Pokemon that is not a Restricted. And Restricteds are like the box ones, like Miraidon and Koraidon. So you were allowed to use like Chien-Pao and Chi-Yu and Wo-Chien and Tinglu in Regulation C. And then Regulation G is the one that we're currently in, and it allows you to use one restricted Pokemon, like Calyrex, Miraidon, Koraidon, all those guys. But Regulation H is going to be kind of taking away a lot of Pokemon, which is the first time that a format has ever done that. Where we're going to be able to not have to play with any Legendary or Paradoxes. Which means that a lot more strategies will be viable. So it's exciting to see. If they ever make it so I can't use Trevenant, I will be mad. I don't know what format restriction would keep you from using Trevenant, other than Trevenant just not being in the game. However, there are definitely some formats where you definitely don't want to use Trevenant. Namely, every single one with Calyrex Shadow in it. Because Calyrex Shadow will eat Trevenant for breakfast. Torkoal is coming in to fill the spot that Indeedee was just in. So I'm going to switch Grimmsnarl for Pelipper and body press into Torkoal. So we're going to get Pelipper in here, and Pelipper's Drizzle ability is going to activate, which means that we get Rain Up instead of the Sun. Our Caledon gets off the Body Press, which brings Torkoal to about half. Pelipper is going to catch a Drain Punch. Oh, I didn't even notice the Conkeldurr was Terra Ground. Forgot about that part. Torkoal tries to go for Eruption, but since it's currently at half health and it's raining, Torkoal isn't going to get too much damage off of it with that Eruption. As the Psychic Terrain disappears from the battlefield, and I can go for Weather Ball and Body Press into Torkoal. Because Trevenant with Water Terra is so fire, it's not super effective. Plus, Lightning Rod, Focus Sash Pikachu with Endeavor is right now my best team. Well, Raichu is just better than Pikachu in every regard. If you're running Focus Sash Endeavor, it's better to just have Raichu. Also, hi, True Soul 77, how you doing? But GG's, Lex. If you would like to do the last battle in the set, you are more than welcome to do it. Just to test out that team that you've got a little bit more. The last one is the Sun Team. Okay, same team. How do I want to handle this, though? Depends how the Lilligant is trained. It can be faster than Flutterman. But actually, I think my safest lead is Kamo. I also have Incineroar. And who else? I guess Flutterman helps me do a few things. And Torkoal and back can also help a few things. When Pikachu is at 1 HP, then I use Endeavor to make it at 1 HP. Then kill with Leech Life to recover health. You mean on Trevenant? That's... Yeah, but Raichu is better because Raichu still has Endeavor too. And Raichu can hit harder than Pikachu. Whereas Pikachu is more likely to just get clapped. Raichu is also faster than Pikachu. So it's easier to get off the Endeavor. Dondozo is oblivious, so it's not getting intimidated down. We can't be put to sleep with Sleep Powder, but we can be put to sleep by Yawn. So I'm going to Klangristle and Fake Out here. Dondozo gets faked out. Sleep Powder comes out into Incineroar instead. Kamo gets off the Klangristle. We lose a third of our health, but we get a little bit back because of the leftovers. Dondozo also gets a little bit back because of leftovers. Let's go Aura Sphere into Lilligant, and it might actually be in my best interest to try and get Incineroar to wake up here. Even though we could definitely catch a Water-type move from Dondozo. Yeah, actually, I'm going to swap in Torkoal here, even though it's going to give Lilligant its speed boost. Pretty sure it still should have its attack lowered from the Intimidate, and Kamo has a defense boost. So I'm not too worried about Lilligant dealing damage into us. Sleep Powder comes out, but Kamo's Overcoat prevents that from happening. So Kamo gets off the Aura Sphere, which brings down Lilligant. Wave Crash comes out from Dondozo into Torkoal, but Torkoal is pretty tanky, so it doesn't take too much damage, even though it's a super effective hit. Raichu can do everything that Pikachu can do, but that not technically because Light Ball, but they're not using Light Ball. Raichu can do everything that Pikachu can do with Focus Sash better. It's just that Pikachu can run Light Ball sometimes. I feel pretty fine clicking Clanging Scales and Helping Hand here. We might get Torkoal put to sleep by Lilligant, but I'm okay with Torkoal getting put to sleep. I maybe could have protected, but I think I'm going to value the damage on Dondozo a little bit more here. Who uses Light Ball? Light Ball can be effective if you're using it correctly, especially maybe in Regulation H. Like, there's definitely better electric-type attackers, but there will be at least one person crazy enough to do it. Got Conkeldurr and Indeedee. So Conkeldurr can have Wide Guard. However, I think I'm going to take the chance to use the Clanging Scales here. And let's just get Torkoal to try and wake up. Torkoal takes his guaranteed sleep turn. Conkeldurr does go for the Wide Guard this turn. Kamo tries to get out the Clanging Scales, but it is blocked by Wide Guard. Indeedee gets the Dazzling Gleam, which does some pretty good chip into Kamo. It is quite effective after all. Does anyone have a good Pokemon that can support my Typhlosion? You can use Torkoal, get your Sun up. And if you're Choice Scarf, Eruption, Typhlosion, you can do a lot of damage that way. I think I'm gonna click Aura Sphere and maybe Earth Power. Conkeldurr goes for Wide Guard again. Kamo's Aura Sphere off into a D, and that does some chip to it. Dazzling Gleam comes out, and that is a critical on Kamo. Picking up the kill on Kamo here. Let's go. As Torkoal is still asleep. Conkeldurr's Guts is going to take it down a peg. Let's swap in Incineroar here, who's still asleep. Should not wake up this turn. I could Terra Ghost here. I don't really need the Terra for anything else. It does help me dodge a fighting type turn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the Terra Ghost here, even though I can't wake up. And I guess just Earth Power. Try and get Torkoal awake. Light Ball is an item that only boosts Pikachu. It's kind of like the Soldew, but for Pikachu. Yeah, it's like the old Soldew. I think it's actually technically better than the old Soldew. Because Soldew only boosts the power of your Dragon and Psychic type moves, but like at choice specs. And Light Ball is a power boost to all of your moves. I think it's a double. Torkoal's Harsh Sunlight fades. I'm pretty okay with that. I don't see we can get Incineroar to wake up. Nah, Incineroar's still asleep. Conk gets the knockoff, and that picks up the KO, actually. Torkoal gets the Heat Wave, which does good chip. I said, does anyone have a good Pokemon that can support... Torkoal is good. Why do you... Torkoal sets up your Sun. I mean, I guess you could go Ninetales if you don't trust Torkoal, but Torkoal is extremely good. I'm not sure why Torkoal is catching flack here. I could just go Dazzling Gleam and Helping Hand here. Do you play Pokemon Unite? I do sometimes. Probably not for the rest of the year. Okay, they catch with the White Guard here. Which means that Indeedee gonna get in some chip. We're kind of playing a mind game here, actually. Because I can Dazzling Gleam. Oh, they Trick Room. Oh, wait, that's actually bad. Wait, hold on. I think they win this one now. Oops. Wait, now that they have Trick Room up. Hold on. I trust Torkoal more than Kanto Ninetales. Yeah. Kanto Ninetales is just a little frail. But I think it will have its own niche in Reg H. I actually don't know how much damage I'm going to take from this knockoff. It might matter if the Heat Wave burn. I think I'm still good, because what I can do is Dazzling Gleam and single target Earth Power. Yeah, and even if that didn't KO Conk, then it would be... the burn would tick it down, and then it would be an Indeedee versus Torkoal 1v1, and Indeedee only has Dazzling Gleam. But GG's, GG's. You don't want a Torkoal on a Sun team? What? That's like saying you don't want Incineroar on a good team. Yeah, I want to make a good team, so I'm not going to use Incineroar. But GG's, Lex, GG's. I'm gonna make a rain team, but I'm not gonna have Pelipper or Kyogre or Politoed. Alright, well, floor is open for next person to battle. Oh, you have Ash returning. Do you think my competitive team should be 6 Greninjas so they don't see which one's coming? I mean, you do invalidate species clause. But you can try it. Who should we start with? Let's start with these guys. Okay, quite a mix of Mons here. Usually when I see Crocodile, I think Anger Point, but there's nothing here to proc the Anger Point other than maybe getting lucky with loaded dice Greninja. So, 2 Dark types is rather problematic for me leading Exeggutor, though, even though I really want to lead Exeggutor. Both of those Dark types are weak to Grass, though. So let's do this. And we'll see how it goes. It's always the Greninja fans. The Greninjas are the Charizards. Undertaker and MVP. Okay. Okay, so I could sleep powder the Exeggutor, or sleep powder the Incineroar, but if I miss the sleep powder, we're gonna really be up a creek without a paddle in a losing battle. So I'm going to Terra Rock. This Garchomp might... I kind of want to get rid of the Garchomp, but I can't get rid of the Garchomp. I'm also not sure if Terra Gloss will KO Incineroar or not. Let's do an attempt to get rid of Incineroar. I feel like the Garchomp is going to go for a ground type move, even though Exeggutor resists it. But hopefully it doesn't do that. No, I went for Dragon Rush and then missed. Indeedy. Terra Blast is going to come out. And that's going to pick up a clean KO on Incineroar. Okay, that's one less Dark type that I have to deal with now. Oh, wait, this team actually had... Did I say 2 Dark types before? This team actually has 3 Dark types. Here's another one. Let's go Giga Drain and... I think I'm pretty up. Torko's just kind of not great here right now. I'd rather not lose Indeedee to a Dark type move. They're gonna follow me now. Garchomp goes for Dragon Rush. Ugh, but misses the 75 accuracy again. Crocodile goes for Foul Play, and that does about half to Indeedee. Now Exeggutor gets all of his health back. Actually, it didn't lose any health, so it's actually not getting any health back, but Exeggutor is still up and running. Is this Articuno? Okay. Articuno's pressured. Let's go Expanding Force, and let's bring in Torkoal now. That way we can make Exeggutor faster than Garchomp. Unless Garchomp's Scarf. If it's Scarf, we're in a weird spot. Then again, if it's Scarf, I don't think Dragon Rush is going to KO Exeggutor. Expanding Force comes out. That does good damage to both. Garchomp does go for the Earthquake. Which probably... Oh, it doesn't do that much. Articuno tries to go for the Sheer Cold, but Exeggutor does get the 70% chance to dodge it. I'm not a Greninja fan. I hate its shiny, but I love the typing. Black shinies are overrated. I would be willing to disagree, but everyone's entitled to their own opinions. GG's, Ash. Okay, let's use the Rain team next. Okay, same team as last time, except I'd say as long as I can get rid of Garchomp and Crocodile, Archaludon should be good. So let's leave Grimmsnarl, Archaludon, and have Pelipper, and Blastoise and... Oh, Blastoise endgame actually kind of goes crazy here. I like Blastoise endgame here a lot. Actually, maybe I should have just started with Blastoise endgame. The only cool black shiny is a Darkrai, although it's kind of purple. Yeah, Darkrai is... I don't think it really counts if the Pokemon was originally black, but... I get what you mean. Are any of these guys shiny I just got here? Nope. They're all competitively trained, though, to the best of my ability. And all of them except for Fluttermane are going to be legal in Reg H, so maybe grab one of those for Reg H. Okay, it's Tinkaton and Greninja, and Archaludon doesn't fear either of these that much. Greninja, Greninja has a lot of things I could do here. I'm going to... Oh, wait. Tinkaton can hammer me. I really don't want Tinkaton to hammer me. I'm going to start with Reflect, and... Body press the Greninja. Okay, Greninja goes for Brick Break, which actually breaks my screen. Bit of an interesting tech move there. And Gigaton Hammer is probably going to KO Grimmsnarl, yeah. This is a great turn one from the opponent here. Even if it does cost them the Greninja, it is very valuable for me to not have screens here. Are you ever going to do singles with this? Probably not. I could just... Let's get Pelipper in. Yeah, I think getting Pelipper in is better right now. Let's Weather Ball into you and Electro Shot into you. Archaludon flinches from a Fake Out. Pelipper gets the Weather Ball into Incineroar, and that picks up a clean KO. Last but not least is Articuno. So... Weather Ball this, and Electro Shot this. I mean, a lot of these Pokemon can be used in singles. It's just that doubles is more complex. And more enjoyable to watch, at least in my opinion. Whereas if we did singles on here, it would be forced to be 3v3 singles, which has a lot of variability. Well, not variability. It has a lot of chance to just, like, be extremely one-sided right off the bat. Because you can get a bad lead in singles, and then you're just kind of done. I have a level 100 shiny marked Haxorus, but it's overrated. That's a hot take right there. Alright, Ash, we got one more battle, but unfortunately you can't get a Pokemon in this attempt. But if you would like to do the last battle, you are more than welcome to. I think we're up to the Sand Room team now. Fair enough, I just asked because I don't have a doubles team. Gotcha. How does this team beat that team? I think I'm not gonna overthink it too much, and I'm just gonna do this. And this. I think they are overrated. I use Scizor only because lowering Pokemon for the Pokedex, I don't like it's shiny, but it's helpful for getting Pokemon in the Pokedex. Yeah, Scizor with False Swipe. Pretty good. Okay, double Dark lead here. However, I am fine with clicking Follow Me. Actually, I can... Let's get out the Terra Fairy Follow Me. Keeping DD around, and get up the Trick Room. Figured I'll go for Foul Play, but Indeedee resist it. And Incineroar goes for Darkest Lariat, but Indeedee also resist it. Trick Room goes up. And I'm gonna Follow Me again, just in case the Crocodile is Sash, and we'll go Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam comes out, and actually clean KOs Crocodile, which I was not expecting. Didn't even need the Helping Hand boost, except I guess if I had the Helping Hand boost, I could actually KO'd Incineroar. Incineroar goes for the Flamethrower, which brings Indeedee to just above half. As Mrs. Thor, the Paldea champion, comes in. And feel best clicking Helping Hand and Mystical Fire here. Because I'm gonna lose one here if the Tinkaton survives. But with the Helping Hand, Mystical Fire, even if that didn't KO for whatever reason, I can clean up with whatever I have in the back. Flamethrower comes down to Hatterene. Does some chip to it, maybe about a third chip. Lastly, Ice Spew. Or not Ice Spew. Ice Spew is what's being talked about in the chat. Icy the Articuno. Which we can afford the Helping Hand and Hatterene. And Hatterene is going to get off Dazzling Gleam, which picks up KO on both. I like every ghost type shiny, including Gengar. Wow, we were coming off the grill with the hot takes today. But GG's, Ash. GG's. Alright, floor's gonna be open once stream catches up. Yeah, Dragapult's a ghost type. Just like Giratina, it's Ghost and Dragon. Alright. Floor is open again. And it's Cherry, alright. Oh, I don't know. Let's start with this team. Okay. Zoroark, Goldengo, Fluttermane, Triple Ghost. And a Whimsicott, Tailwind support, and Dondozo Tatsugiri is a thing that can happen. Huh. I think in the case of Dondozo Tatsugiri, I have to lead Raichu. And... It really depends if it's on Dondozo is oblivious or unaware. It's not Scizor. And we'll have Arcaldon and... Arcaldon and Pelipper back. I gotta go see a good stream from what I saw. Thanks a lot, Giant Cheesy Boy. I appreciate you coming out. Okay. Tatsugiri and Whimsicott. So the fact that this is Tatsugiri makes me question if this is Zoroark and they have Dondozo Tatsugiri in the back. I think I'm going to fake out... Fake out will break the Sash if it's Sash on Whimsicott. I really do not want to catch a Hyper Beam with Raichu right now, though. I'm going to Protect and... Bullet Punch. That's a gear protects. Whimsicott gets up the Tailwind. And Scizor gets off Bullet Punch. Okay, it's not Sash. So, are we about to see Dondozo combine with Tatsugiri, or are we about to see a second Tatsugiri? Okay. I wonder which one's the real one. We can tell which one is the real one, chat. We always know which one is the real one. The question is... It's not Spec Zoroark because it protected. I think I'll find a swap Arcaludon here and Bullet Punch into Tatsugiri. Not the questionable Tatsugiri. I like how they both flap their tails in unison. Wolf Punch comes out from Scizor. That does a lot, actually bringing Tatsugiri, down to its sash. Tatsugiri is revealed to actually be Zoroark. Tatsugiri goes for a Draco Meteor, but Arcaludon dodges it. Zoroark goes for Hyper Voice. Arcaludon gets off. Damn, and a boost. Okay. Good turn for us, good turn. We can afford to go for Snarl and Knockoff here. I am kind of tempted. I think it's going to be a Dondozo switch. Like, if you're going to do it, this is like the turn to do it. So I could just Electro Shot into the Dondozo. Let's do this. Okay, they do just decide to Draco with Tatsu. They don't even switch on Zoroark. Okay, they get the Will-O-Wisp. But now with the Arcaludon Snarl, it's that Tatsu is now at -3 in special attack, so we theoretically don't have to worry about that as long as we can beat Dondozo. And if I had gone for Bug Bite, I could have just gotten rid of the combination. Oh, Knockoff actually just KOs. Okay, never mind. Tatsu was revealed to be Choice Scarf, which I thought it would be. Now, who do we have in back? We have Raging Bolton back. The Dondozo. How many turns of Tailwind do we have left? Just one? Okay. In that case... Actually, not faster. I think this is going to be over. I'm going to Electric Shot. And we're going to find out whether or not this Dondozo is unaware. I'm going to play Pokemon Unite while I watch the stream. Well, I hope you have some good Pokemon Unite battles. I don't think the Dondozo is faster than me with Tailwind. It is going to Terra, which is important information. Okay, it's Terra Grass Dozo. It does have Porter up its moveset. Hard to tell if that's unaware or not. I feel like with the defensive boost that I have, that has to be unaware. That was a neutral non-stab hit. Yeah, I think it's unaware. Oh, also it was faster than me, even while Tailwind is up. So it does have some speed investment. But now we can... I guess Flash Cannon is my strongest, because my body press is currently burned. I can Hurricane. I just got Shiny Heracross full odds. Ooh, that's a good one. With Mega coming back in Legends ZA, you can get Shiny Mega Heracross. Count on it's going to get chipped down by its burn in exactly one turn. #bars. Let's just repeat the same turn that we had last time. I know, but what's your favorite Mega? My favorite Mega is probably... I like Mega Beedrill a lot. I think Mega Beedrill does a lot for Beedrill, because it just takes Beedrill and gives it adaptability and makes it fast. Mega Kangaskhan is like my favorite, like, fundamental Mega, though. I think Mega Kangaskhan is like the best example of a Mega. Mega Charizard X and Y are also cool. Okay, same team, but this team is... This team is a little bit more prone to Exeggutor, I think. And then to beat Dondozo, I have to have Incineroar. And I guess Kamo and back. Mine's not a Mega, but Ash Greninja? Yeah, Ash Greninja's cool. It's too bad Ash Greninja isn't in this game, though. Seems like it's kind of being retconned out of existence. But maybe we'll see Battle Bond Chestnut and Battle Bond... What's the other one? Delphox. Maybe we'll see their Battle Bonds in Legends ZA. If it was a Mega, it would be Lucario. Lucario's cool, too. Lucario's like one of the iconic ones, since it was one of the first ones to get released. Okay, Fluttermane and Raging Bolt. I feel pretty fine just going for Expanding Force and redirecting. So DD gets off the redirect. See a taunt come out from what is probably not a Dondozo. Also been faster than Fluttermane, which means this Fluttermane is kind of slow. Expanding Force comes out. That does pretty good damage to both. Donbozo is in fact revealed to not be a Donbozo. It was Zoroark in disguise. Okay, then let's swap in Incineroar and get off Dazzling Gleam. What's your favorite shiny? I think my favorite shiny has to be like Aegislash. I really like the color change on Aegislash, and also the fact that it gets the red around the edges, like it's a blood blade. It's pretty neat. I like the concept a lot. In this game, my favorite shiny in this game specifically. I'm not sure. do like, what's his face? What's that Pokemon called? I'm trying to think of like the first one that I hunted for, but I can't remember what it was. Okay, so now we have Dondozo Tatsu to deal with. They're gonna become Super Dondozo. My Scizor. Scizor's nice. It's just a nice invert color change. I think I want to do this. And then swap in this. What was the first thing I shiny hunted for? I think it was... Ooh, a Crayon combo there. I think it might have been Don... I like Dondozo shiny a lot. But I wouldn't say my favorite is Dondozo. I think keeping DD alive. But not so much Exeggutor. Yeah, I guess not so much Exeggutor. And since you're unaware, I can go for playing skills. Because of my first shiny and my brother helping me with the trade. Oh, that's nice. Alright, it's attack Dondozo. I remember now. It's shiny. The pre-evolved form of Greavard. What's Greavard? No, Greavard is the pre-evolved form. Houndstone is the final form. But shiny Greavard is my favorite shiny to come out of this gen. I was like, I know there's something I caught before completing the game, but I can't remember what that is. Okay, opponent's gonna Terra. Tear grass. Triple earthquakes. Second torque Giga Drains. Burn is helping negate the leftovers here pretty good. I can pressure with the fake out here. They're probably just gonna protect anyways. What's your favorite Pokemon game? Probably Black and White. I think Black and White has the best, like, playthrough of a Pokemon game that you could probably want. But, like, in terms of, like, post-game, probably, like, Black 2 is, like, the best post-game. But in terms of, like, the best competitive play that you can get, I think Scarlet and Violet has the best competitive play. Explain what is happening. Alright, so there's a big fish, and it has a grass hat. And I have a VGC cat with a ghost hat, and I need the fish to die, but I also want to deal damage into the other fish that will come out when the fish dies. And then they also have a ghost in the back that I need to have my... Listen, Didi? I guess like a puff thing? I need to have my puff thing around for. I'm gonna bring my puff thing back in so I can set up the purple floor. And then now that I have purple floor active, my my expanding force hits 2 things. Even though there's only 1 thing, it's also stronger. Credit Executor is not handy. Okay, this is the ideal scenario because now I can expanding force and Indeedee gets damage on Tatsugiri. Oh, that actually KOs Indeedee. I did not expect that. Oh, that's a misplay. Oh wait, maybe not actually, because now Dondozo knocks itself out. Which means that Tatsu is going to reappear, and Tatsu takes the full force of the expanding force. Which knocks out Tatsu. So now I just need to land 1 hit on Fluttermane. And I don't think that it can afford to Dazzling Gleam and Shadow Ball here, so I think I win. Mine's Emerald because it was my first game on the SP. Oh, that's nice. My first like handheld console was the DS, so I never got to do like proper Gen 4 and below. Is there anything this Fluttermane can do to stop me from clicking this and this? I don't think so. Okay, that was a bit of a close one. I'm back from Pokemon I, and I also got MVP for my team, and we won. Well, that sounds like a good battle. Can't complain about that result. And we should have the Sand Team last, I think. Okay, let's... How do I stop Zoroark from doing Zoroark things in the lead? I really don't think I do. I think... No, they can only Golden Go here. Golden Go to stop the Trick Room from going up. So let's do Hark and Primarina, I feel like, is a good neutral lead. Do a lot of stuff here. And have Rillaboom and... Yes, Indeedee? This is hard. I don't know what to bring here. Maybe just Tyranitar. To perhaps survive a special hit. Whenever I use Decidueye, I win. I like Decidueye a lot too. I like using the... What's Decidueye? I think it's like Spectral Phantom Arrow. What's it called? No, they're not Shadow Tag. What's it called? Spirit Shackle. I like using Spirit Shackle. It's very satisfying to land the arrow. Okay. I could Rock Slide if this Goldango is actually Zoroark in disguise. Or I'm gonna bet on me being able to bring in Tyranitar here just fine. Because I don't know when else I would bring it in. We're gonna fight you, or are you fighting a bot? I am most certainly not fighting a bot. Okay, that was the real Goldango. If it wasn't the real Goldango and it was Zoroark, the Sand Chip would have picked up the Sash on Zoroark. Energy Ball comes up from Lindercott, and Tyranitar takes it. You know what? Tyranitar takes it. Tyranitar's still around. Sometimes that's all Tyranitar has to be. And is this going to be Dondozo Tatsu and back? But yeah, rules are in the description if you want to look them over. Okay, is this... Would you bring in Dondozo... Would you bring in Tatsu here? I think that answer is yes. I really don't need Primarina anymore. Except I might need Primarina to beat Tatsu. Am I okay with just losing? Let's bring in real. Let's just flat out bring in Rillaboom. And I don't need Tyranitar, so I'm gonna knock off into Dondozo. This guy goes for Protect. Is it the double Protect? No, it's the Raging Bull Earthquake. Okay, Grassy Turn's gonna reduce the damage here. We get a knockoff into Dondozo, which is very valuable. Because now, even though we have Grassy Terrain up, it doesn't have leftovers healing. Which means that as long as Sand is up, it's gonna be taking... Like, everything that we put on it is gonna stick now. Can I invite you next? It's a first-come, first-served system. So, after this battle, the floor is gonna be open again. For anybody who wants to join. Let's get the Fake Out here. I don't want to attack with my Grass-type move yet, because they might Terra. And... Rock Slide is a safe neutral option. Okay, we are going to see a Terra this turn. They Terra Dozo. The grass dozo. Get the fake on dozo. Whimsicott gets the tailwind. Right targets the rock slide. Now Dondozo's fast. As long as Whimsicott is in, Security's not getting in. Now that Dondozo is grass, I am perfectly fine using U-turn to pivot out of Rillaboom and going for Rock Slide. Ah, Encore on a Rillaboom. Dondozo wave crashes. Jason Tyranitar is going to get knocked out. Crit does not matter in any universe. And fake out from Rillaboom fails. This might be fake Tatsu and back. It's very much possible. I think no matter what, though, like, Primarina can handle Fluttermane and Zoroark, kind of. And they're not taking Rillaboom off the field in any way. Other than maybe me manually switching it out, but... Now with Dondozo's attack down by 1. I can do... I do want to get Rillaboom off the field, though, but maybe not yet. I'm willing to gamble that Extreme Speed picks up KO. I think it'll... Even if it doesn't pick up KO, I think it'll get it down into where I can ship it to kill it with the sand. Okay, we actually see Dondozo leave. Okay, in favor of Zoroark. So it was fake Tatsu and back. Lazy Ball comes out. Oh, the crit does not help anything there. Sandstorm subsides. Ugh, this is not so great all of a sudden. Okay, they're choosing to sack Dondozo here. Which makes perfect sense to me. Extreme Speed's gonna pick up that KO. Hyper Voice comes out. Actually does pretty good damage to Primarina. Ah, because it's crit. I mean, as long as Tailwind peters out, Grassy Terrain peters out exactly at the right time. I haven't used my Terra yet. As long as they don't have, like, Flamethrower on Zoroark, I think I'm good. I need to get, like, one hit off with Primarina to break the Zoroark sash. Zoroark could Hyper Beam me, though. Like, that's very much a possibility. Oh, we do have Ice Beam on Primarina. Is it worth using the dragon here so I don't get killed by the energy ball? I don't have Tailwind. Probably should Tailwind again. I think Grassy Glide is my... Yeah, I think Grassy Glide is my safest option here. Okay, double protect to perhaps catch a fake out. Everything on the field gets grassy terrain recovery except for Zoroark because it's already at full health. I can't protect here because it's not super safe unless I'm going to KO. Unless I'm going to KO. Wins a cat. Wins a cat. Wins a cot. We need a regional fake of Whimsicott that's Whimsicat. I think that'd be really funny. Yeah, Hybrid Voice still does a lot of damage. I think I should lock Woodhammer if I can get it. Will-O-Wisp actually hurts me here. Oh, but it doesn't hurt me here because it misses. It hangs on with Focus Sash. I had to Master Ball the Heracross. It was going to kill itself. Well, I guess you made the right play. You can get a lot of Master Balls in this game, so you don't miss them too much. I should have used the Terra Dragon on Primarina, but I was a little afraid to, just in case they doubled into Primarina, but now I'm going to use it to perhaps get a KO into this. And not get burned is the big thing. People keep telling me it's rare. The Master Ball is technically like the rarest thing, however, rarity in this game isn't super high because of the item printer. Okay, Woodhammer, okay, it was Whimsicott, and with that, I think we've cleared up the game. Because now I can't be encored into weak Grassy Glide into Whimsicott. Zoroark tries to go for the double protect, but doesn't get it. Rillaboom cleans up with Grassy Glide. Don't want the Master Ball the Dunsparce. Oh, is it rare to evolve the Dunsparce to a 3-segment Dunsparce? It's a 1 in 100 chance. So if you consider that rare, then it is rare. GG's, GG's. I feel like that was a me issue and not a team issue. You do have 3 ghost types. Like, they're all different, though, but they all kind of play the same. So maybe rework that on the team. But other than that, maybe. It's also the first Dondozo time. That's pretty experimental. Alright, stream's gonna catch up. Right. Stream catching up? Okay, stream's caught up at this point. First time I've used Dondozo since like a very early regs. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Dondozo is maybe like a niche pick in between like Reg D and F, but definitely not as good as it was in the first 3 regulations. But it's coming back. Ooh, we have Milo. I don't think we've played a Milo before. Let me check my list. Does Milo have a chat name, perhaps? It should hide screen here. Let's do this team. Unforgiven is Milo? Alright, I'll write that down. So this is your first time, Milo. So, because this is your first time, you gotta win all 3 battles against all 3 teams in order to get a Pokemon. But after that, every attempt after that, you only have to win 2 out of the 3 battles. You gonna be here tomorrow? Probably. Unless I get, like, hit by a bus or something. Knock on wood. Just, be sure to pick something rather quickly, since it will time us out. If the teams haven't been picked fast enough. Just remember, you're not allowed to bring, like, Miraidon, or Koraidon, or Terapagos, or any of, like, the box legendaries. And also no mythicals. But anything other than that. Oh, looks like we got a team. Quite an interesting team here. Triple Grass. Also a Staraptor. Who might be a niche Intimidate Mon in Reg H. I think I play into these grass types pretty well, though. As long as I lead, like, Grimmsnarl or Caledon. Staraptor Final Gambit's gonna be a real pain, though. I'm still fine with this lead, but it really depends on what they bring last. I think Scizor here makes the most sense. Quite a team, quite a team. Okay, dual Dragon lead. To my Grimmsnarl and our Caledon. Let me see what they have again. I think Terra Flying or Caledon solves a lot of my problems here. So I'm going to Light Screen and Terra Stellar or Terra Flying Snarl. Okay, we're gonna see Latios leaving, which is the best thing for me, I think. Staraptor enters the fray. And gets off an Intimidate. Okay, Como doesn't Terra, which is... I thought Como might Terra here, but I guess I could just Spirit Break into it. Snarl comes out. Is this like body press combo? Snarl's gonna help because it lowers Staraptor's HP a bit. Okay, it is clanging scales. Which is good for us. Gets a stamina boost. And I need to target down Staraptor. And I really don't want to lose a lot of health on our Caledon here if it is Final Gambit Staraptor, and if it's Choice Scarf Final Gambit, I don't think Thunder Waving it's going to make me faster than it. I really want to keep the defense boost, though. Then again, it is just one defense boost, so I think I'm going to have... I think I'm going to have Pelipper come in. Okay, the opponent is terrestrializing. They are terrestrializing the Staraptor into flying. Okay. You have the Thunder Wave, which is good. If this is like Brave Bird and a Pelipper, that would be like the best scenario. Okay, combo is Outrage, which locks into Grimmsnarl, 50-50 chance. Brave Bird does lock into Grimmsnarl, okay. It does a lot of damage, but it lowers Staraptor's health, which is the main valuable thing. Let's get up our Reflect, and I'm gonna Hurricane into combo. Reflect the lowest power of Dragon Claw, but Pelipper's Focus Sash isn't going to come into play this game. This Hurricane picks up KO on combo, which is good. And what does Staraptor do? After Brave Birds into the Grimmsnarl slot. Okay. That's fine. Grimmsnarl's done its job. But now we can bring our Caledon back to the field. What is their last mon? All their last mons are grass types. So the grass switching is pretty obvious, and since our Caledon moves before Pelipper, we can afford to Electro Shot and Hurricane into the same slot. Once the Purge comes out, we have Assault Vest, and we have Light Screen up, so I don't fear too much. Does get the Spit F drop, though. Caledon's getting the Electro Shot. Average combo? I mean, you can be mixed. I don't know why you would be mixed with Dragon Claw, but maybe if you want that little bit of outrage oomph. I don't know why this is taking so long. They only have one Pokemon left. We got Steel Leaves. That's probably faster than... That's pretty fast. It's probably faster than Pelipper. I don't know if it KOs Pelipper, though. We do have the Reflect. The worst thing that can happen is if Luster Purge crits the Arcalodon, because I think that will KO. It could double our Caledon, actually. Let's Flash Cannon and Hurricane. Oh, okay, I give up. Fair enough. I mean, Sizzler back would make this very hard to come back from, because Sizzler can just bug bite both targets, and I don't think the targets can 2-ko Sizzler. I have to go? Oh, well, can you do at least one more battle? Because then we can finish out your attempt, kind of. Alright, they disconnected. Well, we'll call that half an attempt. You know what, actually, we'll call it an attempt. I need to lose Pokemon. I don't care if they come back and they win 2 out of 3 battles. If you come back and you win 2 out of 3 battles, then you get a Pokemon. That is probably the shortest attempt we have ever had, though. But GG's, GG's. Alright, let's open the floor. That was your first online battle? Gotcha, gotcha. Alright, we got Lex coming back onto the field. Oh, also, now that we're over an hour into this stream, we are officially over 50 hours of beat me in a battle, you get my Pokemon. I mean, we were there like 40 minutes ago, but just thought I would point that out. I did the math, and the math said that I was like 49 hours into before the start of this stream. Okay, bit of a change up here. How do I answer the change up? Because there's 3 dark types, which makes it very hard to bring Pattering and use Expanding Force. And 2 of the dark types I can't even Dazzling Gleam. So what if instead I lead Arcanine, Tyranitar, and then I have Primarina and Ace Real moving back. Got a Moon, not a Moongus, it's Brute Bonnet and Pelipper. So who's slower? Okay, Tyranitar is slower, which means that we win the Weather War, which is pretty important. But Tyranitar is also slower than Brute Bonnet. So I can pretty safely Flare Blitz, and I'm gonna protect Tyranitar this turn. Okay, Pelipper goes for Wide Guard. I was fine with losing Arcanine here, because of what I have in the back. Getting rid of Brute Bonnet here helps out. I don't have any more teams prepared for this format. Well, it's always time for good cooking. Annihilate feels a little tricky. I'm gonna Flare Blitz that for as much damage as I can get, and let's swap out in a Primarina. Okay, we're gonna see a Terror from the opponent. And it's Terra Annihilate into Terra Poison. It goes for close combat in a Primarina, and Primarina at least resist it. Let's do a good chunk of damage to Annihilate. Ooh, and also picking up a very unfortunate burn. Arcanine takes some recoil. Pelipper goes for the Rock Weather Ball, which may not be stab, but it's still super effective. Annihilate barely survives. We're now able to get a Real Boom. Because Annihilate is no longer a ghost, you can afford to fake out this slot. And I think I'm just going to Moonblast into a Pelipper slot. My two teams are the two teams you suggested the last time. Yeah, I remember. I'm trying not to remember what they have, but I remember the team comp itself. Alright, sand is going to disappear in favor of rain. And now I'm okay. Actually, I don't want to get rid of rain. But the Pelipper could Wide Guard instead. I'm going to Wood Hammer and Hyper Voice, and this should cover. This covers for everything except Pelipper going for Hurricane. Oh, Pelipper's got a berry. Hurricane comes on to Rillaboom. Hyper Voice does not KO Pelipper because it nommed its berry. But let's Grassy Glide and Hyper Voice, I think. Grassy Glide picks up KO Pelipper. And single target Hyper Voice. Oh, I actually didn't know that. Wide Guard still protects you even if The Pokemon that used it gets knocked out. I didn't think that was the case. Let's go Stomping Tantrum and Pepper Voice. That's a GG. I'm back. Well, welcome back, Unforgiven. Wait, did I ever... I turned the screen back on, didn't I? Oh my gosh, imagine if the screen was off this whole time. Alright, let's grab Sun Team here. And now... Same team as last time. And with 3 dark types, it's hard to justify bringing Exeggutor here. So I think I'm going to start Fluttermane and Indeedee. And then have Torkoal and Amo and back. Alright, it's an Incineroar and Brute Bonnet lead. Brute Bonnet procs its booster energy to raise its attack. Okay, so... I kind of want to get Brute Bonnet off the field, but I'm not sure if the Dazzling Gleam will do that. They do threaten Spore here. They always have Kamo and back. So let's see if we can get a Terra here. Okay, we're seeing a Trash Solution on Brute Bonnet, and it is Terrifier Brute Bonnet. So our tries to go for Fake Out, but Indeedee is protected by Psychic Terrain, and also we went for Helping Hand. Dazzling Gleam doesn't do too much. The Crunch is able to pick up the Oko on Indeedee, because it's a crit. The crit might have mattered. I don't really think so, but it's a good bit. I think I bring in Kamo. And Fluttermane's kind of useless here.
But I'm going to try and get off as much Shadow Ball damage as I can. And let's go Clanger's Soul. This Brute Bonnet can't put me to sleep because I'm Overcoat on combo, but it can put Fluttermane to sleep, but it would probably rather just deal damage into the Fluttermane, I would think. Shadow Ball does less than I expected, actually. Combo gets off the Clanger's Soul. Drops a third of its health. And Incineroar goes for Drain Punch. Getting a bit of chip, and also getting some of its own health back. Terra Blast actually brings down to Sash. Brute Bonnet is much stronger than I expected. I think what I'm going to do though is protect this turn and go for the Playing Scales. Alright, Incineroar's gonna leave, but in favor of what? Okay, Pelipper comes in. Scales comes out, and that picks up KO on Brute Bonnet. Pelipper's going to be able to eat its berry, because it's probably just under the health that it's allowed to eat that berry. Now we have Annihilate. Annihilate is actually faster than Fluttermane here. But it can also Final Gambit into whatever it wants. I don't have a way to stop it from Final Gambiting into combo. Just gonna Flash Cannon. Yeah, because Pelipper wide guards. Okay, they instead go for the Shadow Claw into Fluttermane and pick up KO. Flash Cannon does not do as much damage as I would have hoped it would. Right now it's really difficult for me to KO Pelipper since I don't have anything super effective into it. Or even anything neutral with it, because it'll just keep wide guarding. And neither does Torkoal, so... I think I have to Helping Hand. I'm not being threatened by a fighting type move right now. I could Terra Steel, but they also have a Mon in the back. But that Mon in the back is... Oh, it's still Incineroar. I guess I don't fear Incineroar that much. I can just buy the Terra Steel here. Pelipper goes for the Wide Guard. Shockclaw comes down to Torkoal, gets the crit, but the Night also takes some Rocky Helmet damage. Awareness disappears from the battlefield, which means that priority is now back in play. And Incineroar enters. There's a play that I would really like to see from the opponent, but I'm not going to call it out yet because I want to see if they go for it. But my best move is Earth Power into this and Aura Sphere into this, I guess. Aura goes for Fake Out. Kamo flinches. Yeah, they found it. Your Weather Ball is Fire type now, so you can do super effective damage into Kamo. And wait, I only have 2 mons left. I have to use these 2 mons to beat Pelipper. Wide Guard is their safest play. But they can't Wide Guard forever if I just... I think I have the Clanging Skills here. Let's see if they call it. Ah, they do Wide Guard. They called it correctly. Because either I Aura Sphere into Incineroar and try and take KO on that, or I Wide Guard to try and take Pelipper. But now they got it. They got it. Ah, Hurricane misses. Knock off into Torkoal, which means that it loses its Rocky Helmet. Earth Power comes out. Can clearly finishes off Torkoal. Nice work. Alright, last game. Do or die. Actually, no. It's against the rain team, right? I need to rewind stream. Sun team. Yeah, it was the Sun team previously. GG's, alright. Let's think. I think their best lead is like might be like Incineroar Annihilate. They can threaten to get rid of something really quickly. I think Blastoise endgame goes pretty good here, if that happens. I'm gonna do Grimmsnarl, Arcaludon, Pelipper, Blastoise. Okay, it's Annihilate and Root Bonnet to begin. So I think my best move is to Thunder Wave the Annihilate, and then... I really don't want Caldon to get put to sleep, but I don't have much other option. Let's body press the Root Bonnet. Annihilate is actually still faster than our Caledon with Scarf. Which I was not expecting, but... Now its defense goes up, we get Body Press. Body Press does that much. And Root Bonnet gets the Spore into Grimmsnarl. Okay. Then... now I regret not setting up my screens, because I'd be in a much better spot if I'd gone for the Reflect. Because Annihilate is faster than Arcaludon, even though its speed's been half. I'm gonna try and get Grimmsnarl to wake up, and with the defense boost, we should live a hit on Arcaludon again. Actually, I think I have to Terra Flying here. I see Brute Bonnet leave in favor of Incineroar. Grimmsnarl takes its guaranteed sleep turn. Annihilate goes for close combat, but that does much less now that we're a flying type. And activates our stamina. Body Press at +2 is able to pick up KO into Incineroar. Kingambit comes in. And really no reason for Annihilate to stay in. Kingambit could Terra though. I think I'm going to keep in Grimmsnarl, and I'm going to try and get Reflect, and Body Press into this. Okay, Annihilate believes. In comes Brute Bonnet. Kingambit protects. Grimmsnarl wakes up. get the reflect. Okay, I can't Thunder Wave either of these Pokemon because they're both Dark types, but I can Spirit Break into this. I think I Body Press into this again. Okay, the opponent is Terastallizing. King Gambit into Dark. It lives the Body Press because it Terastallized. Grimmsnarl picks up Spirit Break KO into Group on it though. What is King Gambit going to do? It's going to Iron Head into Grimmsnarl. And back in comes Annihilate. So... I don't know what their best move is here, though. It really depends what Annihilate has. I think it's to double King Gambit? Well, King Gambit protects. So it all depends on what Annihilate does. Okay, decides to close combat into Grimmsnarl to pick up KO into Grimmsnarl. But now Pelipper comes in. Close combat comes down to our Caldon. Give us another stamina boost. Body Press picks up KO and King Gambit. Pelipper Hurricane. Picks up KO and Annihilate. Okay. GG. Hello, Laquan. How you doing? GG Lax. The second battle especially, that was a good one. At least we got one team. You did. You did. It's signs of improvement. Just take that idea. You figured out how Pelipper absolutely counters combo. Just take that kind of thinking of Pelipper covering for one attacker and try and apply it to all the other mons that you have. Because they all do their own special thing. It's just about sometimes you gotta position them correctly. Alright, I'll wait for stream to catch up, and then the floor will be open once again. Alright, floor is open. By the time you see this, I've definitely already started searching. Well, I mean, I guess I've already started searching, but you get what I mean. I went to pick up my Switch, but it died. Uh-oh. Hopefully your charging port is working okay. Was it plugged in? Ah, gotcha. My Switch barely ever leaves the console, so it's always like 100% charged. Oh, they also had that new Echoes of Wisdom trailer today, where they revealed that Zelda is pretty much getting Ultra Hand. No one else wants to battle right now? I guess not. I'm willing to go again. Well, if you type it in, then I can't stop you. Alright, let's go another round. Let's start with this team. Okay. Again, this is a scenario where I think Blastoise body press endgame can work out really well. So I'm gonna lead these guys, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, let's see the direct adaptations. We got Indeedee and Monkey lead. Now Indeedee's on the field, I can't reliably Thunder Wave. Actually, I can't Thunder Wave at all because Psychic Terrain negates the Prankster. So let's go for the Reflect and... I guess Terra Flying doesn't hurt. It doesn't help me either. I can't really Snarl because Indeedee's on the field. Or because Annihilate is on the field, and that'll hurt. So what if instead I brought in Pelipper? Grimmsnarl gets up Reflect. Now it goes for the final Gambit, which brings Pelipper down to Sash. And does Indeedee go for Dazzling? It does go for Dazzling. Which means that it picks up KO on Pelipper. Now who do I bring back in? I think I'm going to bring back in Blastoise. Okay, King Gambit comes in.
I don't need the light screen, I don't think. Do I need the light screen? There's only a 1 in 3 chance that it's Pelipper and back. So I'm not gonna worry about the light screen. I'm gonna Spirit Break and DD and set up my Iron Defense with Blastoise. Opponent's gonna Terra. Terraing and DD. And the Terra Fairy. Okay. That's just the Terra Fairy Gleam. Brings Grimmsnarl down to about half. We get the Spirit Break special attack drop, and King Gambit picks up KO and Grimmsnarl. Alright. Grip probably didn't matter. Blastoise Brain Dish and Leftovers is going to heal us up a bit. Since we're in rain, I can afford to Electro Shot, and I'm gonna Iron Defense again. King Gambit protects. I'm perfectly fine with that. This turn we're gonna get up Electro Shot. Gonna do some pretty notable damage to DD. His Blastoise Iron Defenses again. DD goes for Dazzling Gleam. Rain Dish and lefties. It's Blastoise almost up to full. Here I can afford to Flash Cannon and Body Press. Okay, and Brute Bonnet him back. Should be good to Body Press and Body Press. GG's, GG's. Got no idea how to counter the bridge. The way you have to counter the bridge with that team, at least, is you kind of need Annihilate to take it out, either through Final Gambit or through close combat. So if you can find ways to stall Archaludon for a while, and then make it so that Annihilate, like you've baited out the Terra on something else, or like Annihilate Final Gambits at the very end when Archaludon can't switch out. Then you can beat Archaludon a little bit more reliably. You might also have to change a Terra or two to beat Annihilate. Or to beat Archaludon. What do I do here? I think I'm gonna do... Can't do that. I can do that. I can do this, and then this, and this. There's one Terra, actually, that you could put on King Gambit that would really help the Archaludon matchup. Okay. Pelipper can wide guard here, so I think I'm gonna try and knock it out. I'm gonna gamble on the fact that I don't attack into Flutter Mane and they attack into Indeedee instead. Okay, we're gonna see Brute Bonnet, Terra Fire. Pelipper does Wide Guard. We get the Shadow Ball into it though. Okay, and they spore into Flutter Mane. I think my best is to... I don't have much. Pelipper can just Wide Guard. They could just keep sporing with no problem, unless I swap in Kamo out, but they could Hurricane instead. I'm going to swap in Kamo out, though. Pelipper go for Tailwind. Crunch goes into Kama, which Kama resists, but that actually still does a lot of damage. Considering that's a resisted attack. Yeah, I kind of, There's Shadow Ball Pelipper, and... I'm just gonna Hurricane with Pelipper if I don't Terrastalize, so I think I have to Terrastalize. And get damage. Or, actually, what I could do is, if they're gonna Spore, I can go back into Indeedee. And cycle and try to get Flutter Mane to wake up. I think that's what I'm gonna do instead. Because they shouldn't Spore into Kamo. Okay, Fluttermane wakes up. They're just pretty lucky to get the first turn wake up. But now, what does Brute Bonnet do? Decided to call the Terra Steel. Which, if that was Hurricane and Terra Blast into Kammo, that might have picked up KO. Hard to tell because we're currently in Rain, and Rain weakens the power of the Terra Fire Terra Blast. If we weren't in Rain, that would definitely KO. The combination of Hurricane and Terra Blast, but that was the right move. What is my right move, though? I could rip the Stellar Terra here. What does that do for me after I hit the Brute Bonnet? Because I want a Helping Hand shot of all the Brute Bonnet. But if I don't get it, then we're kind of in a disaster zone. What can I have in back? They haven't revealed what they have in back, but Kammo plays pretty well into everything in back, so I don't think I need to save my Terra for Kammo. So I think I'm going to Helping Hand Stellar Ghost Terra the Fluttermane. It was? See, then you got the right play. Unfortunately, I just got a little lucky on the Fluttermane wake-up turn. But if you play the game like 300 times, eventually the odds have to be in your favor at least one time. That does a pretty good chunk. Oh, I need to lower special defense, which might be kind of handy here. Flare Blitz comes out. Does a lot of damage to Fluttermane. We're currently in Rain, but it would have brought us down the Sash anyways. Unless they burn. They don't burn. They do Crunch. And Crunch picks up the KO on DD. Now I can go back into Kammo. And it is heavily dependent on what they have in the back. But because of the Spadef drop, I think I can warrant clicking Dazzling Gleam and Aura Sphere here. Fluttermane gets the Dazzling Gleam. Ooh, that actually doesn't KO Brute Bonnet. So Brute Bonnet's gonna get to move here. The Aura Sphere, and Incineroar holds on too. Holy smokes. Well, dang, I should have just gone for Clanger's Soul. Oh, right, the Tailwind. I was wondering why Incineroar was faster than Kammo. But now that the Tailwind has petered out. We'll bring in Torkoal, and there's really not much point in Torkoal doing anything. I'm going to Clanging Scales both. To 1 health? I mean, that's a little bit of luck back in your favor. We're going to see Incineroar leave in favor of Pummel Jr., who was Annihilate. Actually, Annihilate's on enough health swear this might be close. Because Torkoal, as long as Torkoal lands the Heat Wave, like, Meowsk... Actually... We can't... Oops, I almost just did a dumb there. I think we got a Clanging Skills again. If Close Combat picks up KO on Kamo... Okay, they didn't Close Combat, they Shadow Clawed. But they flinch, and he picks up KO on both. So, what I think your out there was if you knocked off into... If you close combated into Kamo, that picks up KO. Then you knock off into Torkoal, so you get rid of the Rocky Helmet, Incineroar dies. And then Heatwave misses into Annihilate, and then you would have to create another close combat. And... Maybe that's the out. But either way, it's GG's. Okay. Triple Dark is yet again a problem. So I'm gonna start Primarina and Rillaboom and carry Arcanine and Tyranitar in the back. Back and ready for next if you're going to be going still. Yeah, I think we'll have time for one more set. Unless there's anybody else who hasn't gone to battle yet and wants to battle. In which case we might have time for more sets, but that doesn't seem to be the case right now. Okay, Annihilate Brute Bonnet. I think I'm going to Moonblast this and fake out this. Okay, we're gonna see an opponent Terastallization as Brute Bonnet into Terra Fire. There it comes out. Annihilate chooses the final gambit, the Primarina. That takes out Primarina. Okay. Actually, now that Annihilate is gone, I can bring in Arcanine. And then Didi is going to enter. Arcanine's going to get down the Intimidate, which is pretty crucial here. But Didi is going to turn the terrain into Psychic terrain. And I think my best move is to Rock Slide and U-turn in DD. And DD Helping Hands into Brute Bonnet. And gets the Rock Slide. Rillaboom gets the U-turn. Tyranitar's gonna come in, we're gonna get Sand. Terrifier Terra Blast comes out into Tyranitar. Then everything that is on the field that is not a rock type, it takes Sand Chip. Yeah, Rock Slide is pretty safe here. I think I'm going to protect with Tyranitar. And DD is going to retreat. In favor of Pelipper. Rock Slide picks up KO on Brute Bonnet. And DD comes back in. His terrain has not been changed. So Pelipper Wide Guarding here completely invalidates Arcanine. However, I can Rock Slide and I can knock off. And that still keeps up the momentum. Pelipper Wide Guards. Dazzling Gleam comes out. Does some chip to both. Knock off. Nearly picks up KO on Pelipper, but takes out its Agua Berry. Now I can Rock Slide and knock off again. And they say GG's. I think that was 3, right? I'm pretty sure that was 3. But a little bit different. Not necessarily a worse set by any means. Like, I think you would have definitely had the second game if I was just a little bit less unlucky. I really don't know how to adapt other than throw myself into the battle as many times and see what does well. Yeah, eventually you'll figure it out, but your turn 1 in the third game was very good. It's just that bringing in DD hindered you a lot. Because it gave you, like, you lost a lot of momentum because then DD doesn't have much attack. It can only support the other attackers. So it kind of pinned you down. To where, like, if you brought in Pelipper there, it means that you could have wide guarded out the Rock Slide so that Arcanine couldn't hit the Rock Slide there. And you wouldn't have a super effective U-turn for Rillaboom to leave. But over time, you play it more and more times, you'll see more and more different kinds of openings. You can also change things over time, too, if you want to change out, like, one of your Terras or one of your moves to make it more unexpected. But here we go.
Alright, it doesn't matter what team I pick, but I'm going to start with this team. You're also allowed to change team slacks, so if you feel like you can beat... If you've won one of the first 2 battles, and it feels like the last team, you know you can beat using one specific team, then you can just change to that team, and you'll have a much better matchup. This looks very similar, except now it's Grimmsnarl instead of Fletcher main. So, that's a little difficult. I think I want to start Primarina and... Primarina Arcanine then? And then have Rillaboom and Tyranitar back. Okay, it is Grimmsnarl Goldango question mark. So they can't stop both Arcanine and Primarina from hitting the questionable Goldango. So I think I'm going to click Hyper Voice and Flare Blitz. Okay, Goldango protects. This Grimmsnarl proves that it is Grimmsnarl. And I don't want to Moonblast Grimmsnarl off the field. Then again, that does leave Goldango kind of open if it tears into something. It might also not be Goldango. I am going to do that play, though. First one gets a light screen. Okay, Flare Blitz comes out, and it is Goldango. Here we gets the Moonblast. That takes Grimmsnarl off the field. Now it's down to 2. Who's the 2 in the back going to be? It's Tatsu and it's Bozo. They get super Tatsu up. So I think my best move is Moonblast and swap into Rillaboom. Does a wave crash into Rillaboom, which does a pretty good chunk. Moonblast at least picks up some chip, but the chip isn't great when you consider that it's leftover Zing and grassy terraining. However, now what I can do is bring back in Arcanine, and I can fake out the Raging Bolt. Oh, it's oblivious now, not unaware. I don't think I can beat Oblivious then. Yeah, because the wave crash does so much. I'm gonna try and get the Wood Hammer anyways. Psychic Fangs to eat the screens. Wave crashes, okay. This is probably the best outcome here. Crit doesn't matter. In no universe does that crit matter. But Dondozo is going to take a good bit of wave crash damage here. Real Boom gets off Wood Hammer. And that KOs Dondozo. Bit risky there because the opponent could have teared in the grass. But I felt pretty confident that they wouldn't. And now I just bring in Primarina. And Moonblast, and Mercy Glide. If they tear grass and I just Flare Blitz there, then there wasn't much point. Who's Tatsu's Terra, though? Terra Fairy? Terra Water, okay. Alright, battle number 2. Let's do this team. Oblivious Bozo is kinda harder to beat with this team. But let's do this and this. Actually, they have Grimmsnarl now, so I can't do that as easily. If I do this and this, and then this, and this in back. I really wish it was Fire Blitz right about now. Man, it really stinks not being Flare Blitz. What do we even do here? I guess I can fake out. There's a non-zero chance that this is just Terra Ghost right off the bat. I'm gonna take that chance though. Take out into Grimmsnarl. Whimsicott gets a Tailwind. Grimmsnarl flinches and cannot move. Dazzling Gleam does pretty good damage to both. Let's knock off this and Dazzling Gleam both. And then I think we enter Dondozo boss battle mode. Encores, but Incineroar is the Dark type. And Dark types cannot be affected by Prankster. Oops, don't worry, we all have those moments. Covert Cloak has now entered the pickup item bin, I guess. The Lost and Found. Now we have Tatsu, and now we have Dozo. So, it benefits me most to, I think, bring in Torkoal here. I'm gonna do that. And then, let's get the Icy Wind down. Oh, Tailwind. Forgot about that. I was like, how in the heck is Dondozo faster than me? Don't tell me I missed Dozo. Okay. My heart always stops a little bit whenever that happens. Tailwind peers out. Now we're 100% faster than the Dozon and Fluttermane. It just matters whether or not we land the Icy Wind to see if Incineroar will be faster than Dozo. We land the Icy Wind. So we're guaranteed to be faster than Dozo. Now it just matters where we land the Will. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Hey, this Dozo's fast. Okay. That's bad. Okay. That's really bad. They have to Terra Grass to avoid being sleep powdered, right? So I should just go for Expanding Force. And I need Fluttermane to beat Tatsugiri. How many turns of sun do I have left? Do I only have one? If they protect here and I run out of sun, I think I lose. That's bad. That's real bad. Yeah, I think I lose now. Unless... I think I crit. Oh, Heatwave Burn actually bails me out so hard here. Oh, okay. We're back in it now. I guess I know that was burned, but I guess Dondozo is not that much heavier than Exeggutor, so that's less than I thought it would. Oh, also light screen wore off. Just thinking this through. Then bring Sun back. No, Tatsu's still fast. Won't be faster than Fluttermane, though. Actually, I guess it is extreme, because Exeggutor is only, like, just faster than, like, full speed investment Dragapult, so it makes a 100% chance that it's slower than Choice Scarf Tatsu, but Fluttermane blows this out of the water. Oh, you swapped Earthquake for Heavy Slam. I didn't even notice that. I was like, Heavy Slam wasn't on the moveset before. But there was no Earthquake instead. Very tricky. But GG's. So close but not quite there. Yeah, that's the unlucky thing about playing Dozo sometimes. Is that if a crit or a burn happens on Dozo over a long period, then you're just kind of stuck. But I think I had just enough to get out of there. The burn absolutely bailed me out on the Heat Wave burn. But, like, so would a crit, so would like, an Expanding Force crit. Because I would crit through the light screen and the special defense boost. But now that you're unaware, Dozo, this should be, like, the hardest team to deal with. Second lead, Archaludon, Scizor? Yeah, Scizor. And let's keep a lot of things here that don't. Yeah, I guess I really shouldn't bring Grimmsnarl. Let's bring Actually, you know what? Raichu, you get to come. Dozo, if he got +2 evasion. If Dozo got +2 evasion, I probably wouldn't be playing this game right now. Just putting that one out there. God, imagine the world where you lead, like, Quillfish Dozo, and you acupressure into Dozo, and it gets +2 evasion. Like, what do you even... The game is just over at that point. Like, what do you even do? Okay, it's Goldango and Grimmsnarl, question mark? I am fine with clicking Snarl here and Bullet Punch. Bullet Punch picks up the Oko on Grimmsnarl because it's a crit. That crit might have mattered. Probably did. Probably mattered. I have to calc it though. Goldango has Power Gem, which it does about half health to Scizor with. I say Goldango because that's a Goldango. But now, what do we have in the back? We got Rated Bolt again. Okay, well. Dozo has I mean, the Dondozo set might have changed. There might be multiple Dondozo teams, so I'm not going to play based on previous games, because I really shouldn't. But I think my safest move is to body press the Dozo and side bullet punch into it. This could be Zoroark bait. If it is Zoroark in that slot, nice work. It's Tatsu, so it can't be. Everything goes up for Dondozo. Side bullet punch does that much. Burrow comes out into our Caledon, does that much. Actually, less damage than I would have hoped for a +2 body press, even though it is +2. It's for death. Ooh, Scizor lives. Get the body press, but more importantly, get the knockoff, which means that Dondozo is done recovering health. Scizor knocks himself out, which is actually pretty optimal. Raichu! Go! Pick out the Dozo. Ah, well. I remember they still have Golden going back. I definitely can't forget about that. Because that was Power Gem, and that can be Pelipper. They gotta tear grass here. Electro Web might make them slower. This has been revealed to be a pretty fast Dozo, though. Not faster than Raichu, though. Wave crashes down Raichu. This is gonna take the chip from that. Yeah, it's definitely not over yet. Okay, is there a way that I guarantee win this? I don't remember the Goldango, speed mechanics with our Caledon. Do the Sash on Pelipper. I think I have to Electroshot the Golden Go and Hurricane the Tatsu. Actually, no, I have to double the Tatsu. This is gonna be close. Ah, no, it's not. Goldengo just... That Shadow Ball KOs. Did I throw there? I think... Yeah, I think I should have Electroshot the Goldengo. Well, the Goldengo could have protected. And then... Tatsu would break the Sash. And then... My heart tells me that that's a 50-50, but my head tells me that I should have just Electroshot the Goldengo. That's alright. Good stuff, good stuff. There are mass outbreaks occurring. I need to actually get the 2 shiny Tatsus that I'm still missing, but I probably won't do that today. At least I got 1 round. True. But that's gonna be it for today, since we are actually not just over 3 hours, we're at 3 hours and 20 minutes. But we crossed the 50-hour mark of the Beat Me in Battle, You Get My Pokemon today. And that's pretty special. At least in my opinion. Because that means I can put a 50 in the video thumbnail and it will do better. 60 though. 60 is kind of hype. I don't know if I'll get to 60 before... Because we have this... We have 1 more stream with the Hatterene and Primarina thumbnail. And then we're going to do 2 streams with every Pokemon other than Raichu in the thumbnail, and then Raichu is going to be the all-day stream, but I still don't know when that's going to be. And that's going to be the Everything Should Go stream. But we only have 2 more streams to get rid of more stuff before Everything Should Go stream. Dozo is like 232 speed. That makes sense. I was just thinking in my head, like, Dozo's just going to be 51 speed, and then 51 doubles to 100. So everything over 100 speed can beat Dozo, even in +2 form, but evidently, Dondozo sometimes has speed investment, so that's something I gotta remember for Regulation H. But good practice, anyways. But I will see you in the next one, probably tomorrow. Thank you very much.